taken the time to, I don't know, digest it all, or really even think about like you know, giving myself a pat on the back, or you know, it's more or less just been the last single that I put out, you know, and it's just that it's doing good, you know. I tried for myself personally, if I got wrapped up all into my perspective like that, having a perspective like that, you know, I think it would make me lazy or something. You know, like it's I'm nowhere near where I want to be yet, and not to knock the song, because it's a great song, it's a great video, you know, everything, all the pieces came together. To me, that's just like climbing one mountain to get ready to climb the next one, you know.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's no, I feel you, man. I feel you. You're not satisfied. I mean, you love everything that's happening.
I love everything that's happening.
Yeah, but you're on a path, right?
And I just think like I'll wait for the right time when I can finally celebrate my wins. You know, I celebrate my wins. You know, like going for a walk with my dog, like you know, like, oh, I had a good day today, I think I'm gonna go take a walk, you know, or because I have this crazy other side of me that, like, if I got caught up in celebrating my wins, man, I'd be partying my ass off every day, you know. and this is and I love making music, and music has been a part of my life, and making music, and I love making music. But the creative process, the performances, all that comes with it, you know, that to me, that I see that as work. That's work, you know. Because say for instance I'm playing a gig, say like especially a lot of gigs when I play guitar, you know, playing acoustic shows, you know, they off, you know, oh, you want drinks or whatever, but to me it's not a party for me. It's I take it serious, you know. It's something that I take care of myself for, you know. I take care of my health. I take care of myself because when I do get opportunities to perform, you know, I'm always rehearsing and making sure I'm ready for these opportunities, because I want to come across as a professional with what I do.
Love that.
And that's really important, having a professional mentality towards my music, because you know, I've been there, like when I first started working in big studios, it was a big party, you know, everyone's a big party, but then you get to a certain point when you realize, like, if you want to make your best work and you want to do the best in the studio, you know, for me, it's I gotta be sober, you know. I gotta be on point. Like when I perform, I want to be on point. People aren't coming for me to, especially if it's the first time someone's seeing me. I don't want them seeing me putting on a half-ass show because I'm hungover, you know. That stuff's important to me, you know. And it might not be, maybe it's not anybody else's cup of tea, but for me, that's what keeps me going, because it keeps my mentality sharp and focused, because you know, I work so I can be the best at what I do, and not to just, it's not just a hobby, you know. And it's funny because I read a book called There's No Plan B for Your A Game. And this was one of the most hardcore books I ever read, like about really coming up with a 20-year plan. So this is all new stuff where I'm coming up with a 20-year plan of what I want to do the next 20 years of my life when it comes to music. So where I see myself when I hit 60, everything that I worked for in those 20 years, you know, I can either move on at 60 or be a crooner, like, you know, like Frank Sinatra.
Absolutely, man.
You know, you
Tony
gotta,
Bennett, all these guys.
Exactly. What I've learned working with Ronnie is music, because the flow changes, you know, what's popular at the time and this and that, and not saying like I reinvent myself so I can do what's popular, I reinvent myself to do what's best for me as an artist, you know? And so that's why I'm just so grateful that I was able to teach myself how to play guitar. I'm grateful that I can write music on guitar. I'm grateful that I can write music to other people's compositions, other producers' music. I'm really grateful for that talent and that drive to do it, because it makes me a better overall artist, because I can see a song from my reggae perspective, and it could be rap. I could see it, like how I'm spacing my lyrics and different things, you know? So it's like a culmination of all these things, and also the different types of music that I listen to, you know? Like when I was doing reggae music, my buddy that I was writing music with just thought it was crazy that I didn't listen to reggae music myself, because I didn't like the majority of the reggae music that was out, you know? So I was trying to do my own thing, and you know, and with like G-funk music that I'm doing now, and showing love for the lowrider culture and Chicanos and all that stuff. That's just another part of me that I'm able to transition to and do, because, you know, I just want to be a great artist, and that's important to me. Dude, there's not like Anderson .Paak, for instance, from the 805. He works hard. He didn't just wake up one day from the 805 and got discovered by Dr. Dre. Like, no, you know, you gotta you work to put yourself in these positions. I think a lot of people have it confused about how I met Ronnie King. How it's like, oh, I just met him and I started working, and no, it was like, no, like I had to place third in the Warped Tour Battle of the Bands to even get the time of day for the studio to even know who I was, that Ronnie worked at. And then I still had to get the time of day to even get in front of Ronnie. And it just didn't happen. I had to audition for him. Like, I was auditioning for him, like, right on the spot. Like,
right.
There's no shortcut to success, man. You know?
Man, you know, I love it, Dylan. I say this every week, man. This is a podcast where I bring on individuals doing extraordinary things in life to inspire us all, bro. And what you just said, man, is you fucking just hit a chord with me, man. Because I love what you do. It's business. It's a business-like approach. And you take this shit seriously. It's not just, you know, to me, that just hit me, man. And that's great, man. We have to be reminded of that.
Yeah.
You have to work. This is your life. This is your lifestyle. It's not just some. If you're taking it seriously, this is what you have to do. What Dylan just said, man. This is what I have to do. What you just said, bro, is take it seriously. And if you're gonna do that, if you want to be legit, then that's what you have to do, man. Yeah. There's no shortcut, like you just said.
No shortcut.
That's it. Bottom line, bro. Point. End of story. Period. End of story.
A lot of people have it confused. A lot of young artists that you know, that want me to mentor them. They want to talk with me. They want my time. They want an ear full of knowledge. A lot of them don't realize, like, you know, like Juanes. Like, there was a Juanes, the famous Latin singer. Like, he's an incredible, amazing artist. But it took him 14 years to finally get a shot. You know, like it takes time, and you gotta play the long game. You know, like if I had that mentality, I always knew in my mind that I was going to be successful. And even if it didn't happen, even like in 08 or 09, like, you know, I knew eventually was going to come, you know, and like I say, I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but it took that mentality to get me to where I am now. A lot of people have like have a little bit of skin in the game, and they think they should be up there, but I didn't. I wanted to see myself up there, but I knew it would come at the right time.
Right.
And that's why I never put an expiration date on, oh, if it doesn't happen by this date, I'm getting a full-time job. Or if it doesn't happen by this time, you know, I'm quitting music. Like, I didn't have that quitter attitude. I wasn't raised to be a quitter. You know, and I run into sometimes around town people that were rapping in 2008 and back in the day who, you know, or people beefing with me over music, or just you know, and now they're just ordinary folks.
They gave it up.
Yeah.
And they see, are you still doing music? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, what? Really?
Yeah.
And their eyes light up, probably like, oh, okay, well, fuck, you didn't quit.
Yeah.
You didn't give it up.
And that just, you know, and I did have setbacks with my mental health. Those were things that set me back, because I had to, not only with my music, but like, fuck, man, I had to, like, after having this like crazy manic psychotic episode that I had in 2009 that kind of put me over the edge. I was talking to my friend about it. Like, you know, I had both my hips replaced in 2017, 2018. I had both my hips replaced. I had to learn how to walk again from having those surgeries. From having that kind of setback that big, I had to learn how to live again. I had to learn how to be myself again. I had to teach myself all this again, you know, and I really, I didn't want to be, I didn't want mental health to be an excuse, and I didn't want to use it as an excuse as why I couldn't be successful or succeed at whatever I wanted to do. And when you stop making excuses, you start getting shit done, you know?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So you were determined, man. You were determined.
I was. And I wasn't always, though, because there was a point in fucking 2010. I mean, shit, I blew up to like 230 pounds from like the meds that I was on for my mental health and like all this stuff, man. I had at one point, I was just sitting on the couch thinking that this was going to be the rest of my life. Like, you know, just on the couch, waiting for the next King of Queens episode to come on, you know. And it took like moments like that for me to really look in the mirror and say like, oh, man, you got a lot more stuff going on. Like maybe at this temporary moment you're not doing good, but you will get better, you know. And you have to really have that mentality that you will get better, because if not, man, you're just gonna be the guy waiting for Kings and Queens to come on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, Dylan, it's what do you think it takes, man, for a person, you know, because you know everything you've been through, and you had every reason to say F it, I quit, you know, this mental health thing. You know, screw it. I'm gonna give into it. You didn't succumb to it.
No.
What does it take? What do you think it takes, bro? I mean, you think we all have that innate? It's a choice that we have. Some people don't want to make that choice, or it's a choice. Either you're gonna go this way, or you're gonna go that way, and it comes down to us, right? You think it's that simple, bro? What do you think, man? I mean, how did you do it, and what do you think it takes, bro, for a person to get to that point, to want to make that choice? I think
it gets to be so fucking tired and sick of making excuses and thinking of what it coulda, shoulda, or I should have done this, or I wish I did this. You know, having my son, that was like a big motivating factor to get better.
Oh, yeah.
But it was it's overcoming the fear of just succumbing to what society wants you to be. You know, a lot of people can make good choices every day, but a lot of people tend to make bad choices. Some people want to take the, like, what did I hear? Like, I'll get at it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. You know, yeah. Well, how do you know you're even guaranteed tomorrow? You know, and that it was really just a matter of just being sick and tired of looking at myself in the mirror, like realizing, like, man, you know, I'm hearing like the movie The Bronx Tale in my head. Wasted talent is the worst, you know. Wasted talent. I'm hearing, you know. I
just watched that the other day.
Yeah, I'm hearing that in my, you know, wasted talent, you know, and we all got some kind of talent. We all got something special we could bring to the world. But a lot of people like being comfortable. A lot of people want to take the easy route, which is okay. But I've just never been the one to take the easy route, man. I was always making choices that were tough decisions, and always trying to, always testing myself to see how much I can go through and what I can bounce back from.
I love that, man. Yeah, it's you know, it's you know, we all go through adversity.
Yeah,
we all go through adversity, right? And yeah, man, I think it's just getting up. If you're gonna fall 10 times, you got to get up 11.
Yeah, you
know, it's just getting up that one extra time, man. And I've been in positions where, like, yeah, man, in life where, fuck, I just want to give up and take the easy road, and there's just something in me, man, that just won't allow that to happen, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, I saw my parents raise me a certain way. That, you know, shout out to them. They had a lot to do with that. But I think it's a lot of it, man. It's innate, man. It's just you know, if you just make that choice, you make a choice, man. That's what it comes down to. And I think, but yeah, man, it's you know, and I appreciate your transparency, man. You've been very transparent about that in other interviews and stuff like that, man. And yeah, what you're doing and what you say, man, it's definitely uplifting, and you know, sharing those experiences, man, can help somebody else in so many ways.
Yeah, I know stuff that I mean, I know it really took what really opened my eyes to things was watching that movie A Beautiful Mind. And my son's grandma, my son's mom's mom,